And then if we go into the top 8.
Yeah, from number 6 all the way to number 11.
We're talking about one of the, not one of, but the biggest team in South Africa. Fighting for top 8.
Yeah.
Where do we even start?
Anyway.
The Nedbank champions.
Hey Tabafetu, this video is brought to you by EasyBet. Click the link in the description to sign up and use code FANS50 to receive a 50 Rand sign-up bonus. And also, T&Cs apply. Under 18s are not permitted to gamble. Gango.
What's up, fans? Once again, this is Kaizer the Sports right here on FANS Wethu TV. And as per normal, it's in studio discussion. And yes, I'm still with my main man, Coach KP. And today, once again, we're going to have another interesting chat talking about the battle for number 3, the battle for top 8, and the battle to survive to play the playoffs. As they say in Zulu. So join us as we have this conversation between myself as well as Coach. Coach, once again, thank you very much for joining me to talk about this discussion. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very tricky one because right now we've come to a stage where there's 2 teams that are fighting for number 3. That is Sekhukhune as well as Stellenbosch. You have about, 4 or 5 teams trying to vie for the top 8. And then there's about 3 teams as well, wanting to shy away from that playoff spots. With regards to where the league is right now, would you say that this is it? It's do or die for any team that goes on the field of play come Saturday?
Sweet. It's sad, man. You know, I don't like this topic. I'll tell you why. Mainly because you see, we're looking at the playoff position.
Yeah.
We're looking at top 8 position.
Yeah.
But we're not looking at the top where it matters the most. Because the giant has ruled, or I stay here.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
You see, I wish we could be speaking about, no, it's the last day. There's still a chance of a new champion.
Exactly.
But we are not, and it seems like it's becoming a norm in South Africa, which is a big problem.
Which Baba Mtete would say should have, could have, but never was.
It never was, Meauti. You see, but yeah, let's start with the relegation battle or the playoff.
Yeah.
It's sad to see SuperSport there. It's extremely sad, Meauti, because I can give you 11 players that are wearing gold medals currently that are from SuperSport United. Now that tells you that the business model, I don't think it was very smart. You see, they kept selling, but they couldn't replace.
Yeah.
You see, if you've got about 11 players that are wearing gold, yet you are fighting for to avoid playoffs, it means something didn't go right there in SuperSport. Looking at Cape Town City, with the signing of Mokocho, beginning of the season, and then Tulane Serrero Cream coming back. And then you have them down there, you ask yourself, what really is happening? Is football improving on the field of play? But in the business side, are things going south? I mean, for me, hence I'm saying it's sad to see SuperSport there, because I thought SuperSport would be one of 4 teams that would be challenging up there. But look at where they are now. You look at Cape Town City. They went out, they got Umshine Tugralo, who just decided to, I'm going to give Sundowns the league. I'm going to beat Pirates. And then I think that guy, ever since he came, he beat Pirates and Chiefs. Or somewhere, but that's where he collected points, you see. So I think it's them, it's SuperSport, and who else? Golden Arrows.
Yeah, Golden Arrows.
With Umangoba,
yes.
Now, you see, you cannot be job hunting and then you are fighting that. Well, I saw Mangoba there. Well, we can't take away the fact that you can see that Golden Arrows is a well-coached team. Yeah. But results are important. You see, football is a game of results. And now when he was playing Pirates twice, I for one, I thought, okay, he might lose the first game, but he's not going to lose the second game. I mean, this is a guy who drew against the champions. Yeah. So you draw against the champions and then you lose these other games. It kind of like makes me question the coaching. You see, as a coach, you cannot only plan for the big team and then you leave others, you see. And then if we go into the top 8.
Yeah, from number 6 all the way to number 11.
We're talking about one of the, not one of, but the biggest team in South Africa. Fighting for top 8. Where do we even start?
Anyway.
The Nedbank champions.
Yeah.
Phew. I heard in the streets, people are saying they don't want to be number 8 because if they are number 8, they are playing.
Yeah. Hey.
They don't want to
First
be
game
number
of the
7. So, like, where did it go wrong for Chiefs?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out. I see all these other teams that are making to top 8, but let's be honest. If Chiefs doesn't make it to top 8, it's breaking news for the newspapers.
Yeah.
These other ones,
you want to sell off the shelf.
Yeah, room they can afford not to make it there.
Yeah.
But for Chiefs, number 1 team in South Africa, as they say, the biggest team.
2 years in a row, maybe, we don't know.
It's a
outside of the top 8.
Like, if they stay there, what does it say to sponsors? You see, you cannot.
A big question mark.
What does it say to sponsors? And you went out, you got the coach that you've been looking for. Now he's here. He just won you the Nedbank. Do you now then say he has failed because he has won the Nedbank, but he did not make it to top 8? But also he needs to win the next game, and he's playing Polokwane. In Polokwane, well, they say Chiefs plays home everywhere, and whether we
and
like
Coach
it or
Pucci is, healed that team as well.
Yeah, I mean, this season, I for one, I thought he would finish 2nd or 3rd, but somehow things just went south. You see, my brother. So, hence I'm saying, where do you even start with Chiefs? You've got Krele there, you've got Sereno, who has won, I think, more than 3 league medals, not playing top 8.
Let's so much just get into it now that we have already touched it, I'm looking at that final game for the teams that are going to be playing come Saturday. You're looking at Chiefs that's playing Polokwane City, of which now Kaizer Chiefs, it's in their mandate now into saying, first things first, they need to win that game for themselves before asking for any favors from other teams, because now they have a chance to go to number 6. Just slightly above Amazulu. But they need a favor from Pirates into saying, beat Amazulu for us. And then Lorona, we need a convincing score, to go above Amazulu. I mean, let's talk about those dynamics, because, I mean, you look at Chipa Libona, they are asking for favors into saying to do a favor for us, Polokwane City, they need to do it. So it's just so many dynamics and favors that needs to go into play right there.
So the very same team that dethroned us, the Nedbank, wants a favor from us. You see, you can't buy it in the head that feeds you. You can't buy the head that feeds you. Yeah. I mean, today we are sitting here, they are celebrating because they won the Nedbank, and they need a favor from us. I'm going to say this to you, Sweet. I wasn't convinced with the Pirates win against TS Galaxy.
Yeah.
It was horror there.
I was there as well. I watched the match.
Yeah, I mean, you saw even on the stands, it was not the usual number that always has. So the question is, have the boys dropped their head? Umangete on the other side. Just imagine if Watha's one finishes on top of Kaizer Chiefs. It's an achievement for him.
Of course.
Remember, he was fired from Chiefs.
Yeah.
Amazulu said, come here, we'll take you.
We'll make you a jam.
We'll make you a jam. So if he finishes on top of Chiefs, I mean, wow. And this is the right moment to play Orlando Pirates, whether we Buccaneers we like it or not. It's the perfect time to play Orlando Pirates because we are very vulnerable. Omufukeng is going to serve his suspension today, but he'll be back for Amazulu. I don't see Chiefs going above Amazulu, mainly because I don't believe my team will be able to do that favor. Not because they don't want to, but because we are not the same anymore, my brother. The gap of Jose Rivero is felt. I mean, you could feel it at Orlando. You see, as much as people don't say it. But as well, Chiefs hasn't been convincing the whole season. The whole season, Chiefs hasn't been convincing. And this is what I've been saying about Chiefs. Because they play the event, hence why they play very well when they play big teams. But because this might be an event, I mean, at the end of the day, they're playing for their lives. They're playing to make it to top 8. But which stadium are they using? Are they using the old one or the new Pitamuka? You see, it's going to be tricky. Polokwane has done very well this season. If Chiefs loses, they don't make it to top 8. So it's a must-win for Kaizer Chiefs.
It's a must-win. That's what I'm saying, Gary. Before they can ask favors from anyone, they need to do the job themselves into saying, win the game, and then the favors get the after.
This is the same team that creates the most chances in PSL. The whole season, they've created more chances. But also, they are the same team that has missed most chances.
Yeah.
Oh. I want to say Chiefs is going to win. But my football brain doesn't allow me to say. My heart wants to say Chiefs is going to make it to top 8.
Yeah.
And they're going to be on top of Amazulu.
Yeah,
but looking at football, the whole season, I mean, miracles don't happen anymore, sweet. Miracles finished there with Jesus Christ. Yeah. Pirates beating Amazulu where? In Devon. Don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. The list can be a draw. Chiefs beating Polokwane City in Polokwane. I think Chiefs fans are going to go out there, you see. FNB. Oh, FNB. Oh, if they're playing at FNB, then they've got a chance. They've got a chance. But the big question is, are they going to fill the stadium? Because most of us are going to the big one. We're going to watch the big fish, eh? We have to watch the big fish. We cannot be watching Betway. So I'm sorry, but I don't see Chiefs beating Polokwane City. Mainly because the reasons what I'm telling you. They have created the most chances, but they are the ones, the very same team, they are the ones that are missing those chances. I don't remember Chiefs, I don't know when last the Chiefs scored 2 and above. And they somehow managed to concede a goal. So if you want to win games, you need to keep it clean so that you stand a chance. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope on Saturday, Chiefs fans will come and say, what was your best coach saying? We've made it to top 8. Because like I'm saying, my brother, it's a disgrace to South African football. We cannot be saying the big team in South Africa not making to top 8 2 years in a row.
Now, let's talk about the 2 big games that are happening on Saturday. You know, you're looking at the derby, the Cape Derby, involving Cape Town City as well as Stellenbosch, whereby you have a Cape Town City that says, I want to survive and not play the playoffs. Whereas Stellenbosch on the other side is you saying, I want to win because Kemata number 3. You know, I want to go back. I've tasted what it's like to be on the continental space. I want to go there. But flip side to that, you have a golden arrows Libo Nabare. We want to shy away from the playoffs. Kukune Libo Nabare, never. I want number 3. Stellenbosch, Libona, they've been there. I mean, you look at the coach that they have now in Eric Tinta. He has done it with Orlando Pirates. He has done it with SuperSport United. Now he wants to go back with Skukune. So those 2 games are very crucial. How do you see those 2 matches panning out? Because of its battle of top, bottom, because they want to secure the big spot so that they can proceed to the big stages.
South African football. Is it moving too fast for other teams? We're talking Cape Town City down there. Jesus. Well, I think it's going to go a business talk here. I think they're going to go sit on a round table. I'm just being honest. I think it's going to go on a round table to say, come on, Stellis. Come on, man. Just save us. Just save us the embarrassment. Because remember, you playing playoffs, you're not guaranteed that you'll come back.
Yeah.
You might go to relegation. And we just had Cape Town Spurs has been relegated. So just imagine having 2 Cape Town teams out. You see, I don't think Stellenbosch is called Cape Town team, but yeah. You see, so I think it's gonna go down to a round table. Where Stellis is just gonna look at and say, well. But also that guy is a coach as well. His CV. I mean, he went out where last top 4, ne? Semi-final.
Steve
Barker.
Yeah.
Oh, there's bad way. You see, these conversations, that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing. We are here, but we're not talking about the top 2. We're talking about 3 at the rest. I see Cape Town City winning that game.
You think that they will pull what they did on Polokwane City? Because when I looked at that game on pure playing, on non-night show, we say Polokwane City. But it was not to be. So you're saying that they're going to pull that?
I see them pulling that in front of the eyes, but we know a round table has happened. You know, my brother, there's something we are shying away, man, sweet. Football, it's business. It's business, whether we like it or not. Hence why Mamelodi Sundowns is dominating. Because their business model has changed. You see, on the other side, Stellenbosch has nothing to lose. Even if they lose, they don't make it to. They can always come back a stronger team a season after. But to have Cape Town City playing playoffs, I don't want to speak about skin, but skin away from you and I.
Yeah.
Those guys understand business.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you have. Would it be a hoo-ha if Golden Arrows play playoffs? I don't think so. Because remember, the lady is also part of Iron Duke and all those things. And we know most teams are saying those people that are head. So I see the Stale is losing this game. I don't know how, but yeah, I see Stale is losing.
Now, Coach, as we wrap it up, I'm going to put your head on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No explanations.
Nothing. Jesus.
Just give me names. Who's finishing number 3? Don't explain. Just give me a team.
Skukun.
Is Chiefs making top 8?
I'm looking at a dear friend there. I want to say no. No.
Who's playing playoffs?
Arrows is playing playoffs.
There you heard it from the coach. His final predictions with regards to who's making top 3, who's playing playoffs, and the Chiefs is not making the top 8. So let's keep the conversation going on the comment section. When I'm giving you the same predictions. Who's making number 3? Is Chiefs making the top 8? And who's playing the playoffs? So let's keep the conversation going. Hashtag FANS Wethu TV. My name is Kaizer the Sports with Coach KP, signing out.